To explain the conspiracy to murder, I've got to start going into the same situation with me. I can't just say what I went to jail for, because I went to jail because of I had to react to this.
Yeah.
So it's not like I haven't just gone out one day because someone's called me a bad name and went, right, you've disrespected me, and went and tried to kill him. I've gone out because the police were trying to fucking do us anyway. There's no confidence, no snitching, no nothing.
And the police were trying to do you because of, like, I'm guessing drugs.
They were just trying. Like so what I mean is, someone's come to kill me, ended up killing a kid who was sat next to me, putting my brother in a coma, and getting the kid next to me in the back with a bullet. I survived. Now I'm young, I'm fresh to this shit, to that level.
How old were you at that age?
24. But 24 back then is not like a 24 now.
No. Yeah. 24.
I mean? A 24-year-old kid now has had, 2 decades of experience pumped into him by the elders.
Yeah.
Whereas I weren't getting that off them. Anyway, so someone's come to kill me because I badmouthed them, basically.
Yeah.
And then I've gone out with the mentality of you need to kill or be killed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think
so
that's
what's happened is someone's been put in the picture. Now, this fella that got put in the picture was part of an ongoing dispute between me and another family in the city. So when he's being placed in the picture, it made sense. So he's been targeted, got killed. I went the killer. I've conspired with others.
Yeah.
And then he's ended up... It weren't even a conspiracy to kill. It was just a conspiracy to seriously hurt him. And he's ended up dead in the process. Should have just been lower body, but it ended up going mad.
Yeah. Was that with a...
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So we've all been arrested, and I've been convicted for conspiracy to murder. No one else did. Went to jail. But he, the victim, was not the person that we blamed him to be. So he wasn't involved in that crime. He was involved in the wider network of people.
Yeah.
But on that specific crime, he weren't involved. But the family that we were having a bit with, you know, he was banging our victim's girlfriend for years. So it's like a mad love triangle. And then it was him who was banging his wife, who tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Put his name in the picture.
Right, yeah.
So see the fellas that come to kill us. When they haven't killed me, the panic stations, and within a week or something, 2 weeks, I'm getting phone calls off him. Let's put the past behind us. It was nothing to do with us. We're fucking gutted that this has happened to Craig. He was the driver. And put this fella in the picture. You know, before we knew this cunt had anything to do with it. So now we've gone on a mission. And then I'm in custody. And then everything comes back to me that it was the cunt that had put us on him.
So he's sent you somewhere else and it was him anyway.
So we were just young, 24, 20, 18 years old, our little group. And they were 44-year-old men, 45-year-old men with millions of pounds already off drug dealing. So when we've stood up to the mark and started fucking testing the waters, all these old school rats have switched on us. Because we weren't a part of them. We were a part of some other, like, bloodline, if you like.
Yeah.
So
did this, you know, like the beef for you and Sam, did you used to be friends back in the day and it just turned sour, or have you always been on the opposite side to each other, or is it just through, like, years of...
Listen, lad, how old is he?
I don't know, I'm not sure.
37, 38?
Someone in the chat could probably tell me.
Well, let's find out how old he is so we can discuss.
38, someone said there, that was the
Alright, so if he's 38, just let's say he's 10 years younger than me. Okay? Yeah. So when I go to jail, in 2004. I'm 24 and he's 14. Okay? So I haven't got a fucking clue who he is at all. Never met him, never spoke to him, got out of jail, landed on Instagram. My numbers start going through the roof. Apparently, he'd been on Instagram trying to be a celebrity for fucking years. I've just got out of jail, landed in Liverpool on Instagram. Everyone's coming to me because I don't even know why they started following me. But along with that, he pops in me DMs. What's happening, lad? Don't forget, I'm 36. Now, I'm 36 now. I've got out of jail, just done 12 years. Went in when I was 24, come out when I was 36. 2 years later, I'm in Liverpool now. So I'm 39 now. So how old's he then? 29. So he's 29, I'm 39.
Yeah.
So the age is massive here. So I'm out now, and he's got previous for picking on old-time gangsters to get himself a little bit of a fucking name. So he targeted people like Stephen French with loads of bullshit for years, bouncing on him. And then I've popped out. And because I'm getting all the traffic, he slipped in me DMs. Can we collaborate? I don't even know what collaborate fucking is. This shit wearing out when I went to jail. It's all brand new to me. So I'm just saying, no lad. And I've said no polite to loads of little requests. No, will you send us this birthday thing? Or will you shout me dad out because it's his birthday? And I'm just going, no polite, because I'm fresh out, I haven't got a clue. So I've just done the same with him. But then he'd come back in, and I'd jog him on again. And then he'd turn nasty. Who the fuck are you talking to? You do know, I'm just going, wow. Who the fuck's this fucking helmet? Who do you know I am? No. Let me do some research. I've told this story before. Let me go and find out who you are. Just done what everyone else done on fucking these days. Googled him. All popped up. Needed to see what I needed to see. When we were kids, you had these organised crime families in the city that were like 15, let's say 10 years older than us, right? Yeah. We were little mad kids, us. And these crime families have tried to kidnap us and torture us. But what they've done, I've got away. They've coughed my younger brother, Danny, took him to an house, tied him to a chair and tortured him. So now I know this about him and them being bloodlines. That's his family. He proclaims to be an Ungie. He proclaims to be a Fitzgibbon. That's his bloodline. They've been trying to harm us since we were kids. So from that, fuck off, lad. Leg it.
Yeah.
Within a month or two like that, he's done a video on live screaming, I've been charged for raping a 13-year-old girl and a 14-year-old. Overnight, you know what happens there. Yeah. Overnight, it's getting cancelled by everything. All people that was loving me, switching on me, you fucking... I'm just like, wow. I'm fresh out of jail, me just trying to get on with my life, promoting this message. After that, that's when I started going down the lines of all the fucking drug dealing rats, because it was the drug dealers that was cancelling the message. So now it's my old past, them fucking rats in my old was cancelling me out. The message was doing wonders for the kids, and on the back of the message doing wonders for the kids, I was getting more popular. It weren't intended. It weren't an intentional, right, let's get this. I'd just gone through a mad episode of mad thinking, got this message in me lap and pushed it. So that's how I know him. And in the 8 years since he's come on me making them allegations, every year he comes out and targets me. So the last occasion with him, I've seen him in the background. I've seen him terrorising all sorts on here, but I couldn't be arsed with him because I know what he is. So I've just sat quiet. But then all of a sudden I'm getting people coming in my live going, what do you think, what's going on with DHB and him? What do you think? And I've seen it. I've seen it for what it fucking is. DHB was a troll. He'd investigate bullshit and invent bullshit, but he's not a criminal. He's not going to go around your house, slap your bird and smash windows. So when I'm seeing this family man who's got a little personality on TikTok getting his house smashed and seeing what they've done to Corey and then seeing all the little things. He even tried it with you. I know you won't admit that, but he did bounce on you, and you deflected him straight away, and he moved on to someone else. But he tried it with you, and you moved along. All right, he tried it. So when I've got the opinion, when they're coming in, what's your opinion? I've just told them the truth. That's a bullying, horrible, nasty, drug dealing fucking scumbag. Always has been, always will be. He never deals with men. He deals with women, hates them, stalks them, terrorises them. His crime's all about that. So when I've given that opinion of honesty and truth out here on my little small live feed, it's only small because he has consistently got my platform shut down over the years. That's why I'm on a small platform. So I've said that, and then a week or something later, he's gone viral. 100 grand fight with Darren, it's sorted, it's boxed. I'm just like, whoa, where the fuck's that come from? I've called him out 4 times in 8 years. He's never turned up, and he's made lies about he's chased me. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, how people believe in this? He's put videos out of fucking numpties on mountain bikes, and he's shouting out of a passenger window at him. And he's putting videos out as if it's me on the mountain bike. This is how weird he is. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's the story of why he's got a problem with me.
Yeah, it's fucking...
I don't wake up every morning thinking I'm going to target this lad. He does that to me. I don't go into his space speaking about him. He comes into mine. Fuck off, get out mine. The only reason I'm still in a bit of a mess going through difficulties with police all over is because of this cunt again. So when he's gone online and made them threats, you can't treat Darren Gee like these, you need to put 50 grand, send people to his door and get him done properly. You know all the threats he makes on here? Well, because the feds watch him because he's a snitch. He's like an intelligence hub. So when the feds are watching him, feds are coming to me now wishing me threat to life warnings on the back of a fucking dickhead. On the back of a dickhead. But he knows what that does. He knows doing that to me is going to hinder me, my children, my family. So I can't go into Liverpool. So when he screams, oh, you can't go into Liverpool, I can go into Liverpool when I want. But if I've got no purpose going there, why am I going to go? Now, I had loads of purpose a few years ago. I could go in, get me kids, get me bird bail, and have a good weekend. Someone made a threat to kill. Police get involved. Social services get involved. Now I can't have access to my children in Liverpool. So I've got the only places I can have access to my children is outside of the city of Liverpool because of these fucking rats. I'm all right. I can go to St. Helens and sit there with my kids. This is how pathetic it is. But I can't go in the city of Liverpool because of the threat to me.
So how many kids have you got and how old?
I've got 3 kids.
Have you?
Yeah, but I don't see Quintus, my boy, because of the mother. She's part of that movement, you know, in the city, like the criminal fraternity. And then I've got Laura who's 2 and Rosa who's 8.
Who's 2? And you're not with their part? You're not with the...
Yeah, I'm with their mother, yeah.
Oh, are you? Okay. Yeah.
That's what I mean. The shit I'm going through, Dan. I'm surprised I'm able to maintain a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, keep it. I've had to take drastic measures, like to stay in the relationship.
Yeah, it must be hard in a relationship, as you say, of like what you've got to sort of get around, I guess.
It's mad, mate. It is what it is. We're all on a process, and you're on your journey now. So you've got a process. Half of these cunts, they've got nothing. They're nothing. That's it. They're dead. You're in this house now. You're generating it. You probably get a bird, a wife, might have another kid. So you're on a process. They're dead and done. That's Sam Walker. Look at him. Oh, he's got a nice watch. Oh, he's got good glasses. Oh, he's got a good jumper. He's getting the money from drug dealing. And I don't like to call him vulnerable or whatever. I'm just saying he not easily manipulated, but manipulated women, funding what the fuck he does. He's stuck in a cage. He's in an expensive cage. Yeah, you sat in this villa, but there's no family. The people that are around you sniff drugs, take drugs, sell drugs. You're fucked. You're waiting to go to jail. You're a criminal. You've been on the app in the last 12 months. You must have developed 6 offences. You're terrorising all people on this app that's been there for You know when I landed on this app, Dan?
Yeah.
I tapped into a corner, and although it was a bit fucking scatty, it was a buzz. And you could go in there every night and you'd have thousands on your page, CLAs, Gemzinos, M's, all these people were all engaging with each other. And even if you had little difficulties, it'll be boxed a little week later and you'll all be back on board. He's landed right in the middle of it. And look how divided it is. Look how much hate there is amongst it all.
Yeah.
It's just like, you got to understand what you're dealing with there. He's a fucking scumbag. You know, he's a rotten, dirty, dying, drug dealing scumbag. He picks on women, picks on young... Listen to what comes out of his mouth. I scream, choose a life, not a knife. Keep your kids away from drugs. Don't let your kids go to prison. Keep them away from the gang life. Make sure they keep their identity intact. And then you'll fucking listen to him. He's walking around with guns going, yeah, it's all right to commit acts of violence, but, you know, be careful. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right to scream at birds. He's like a fake Andrew Tate. That's what he is. He's just fake as fuck. I don't want to get personal with him because I'm not on a hateful streak. You know, this is just some kid that came into my life from nowhere, uninvited, and just stays there. And when he's upset or he's on a come down from his cocaine binges or someone rips into him about me a bit too much and it triggers him, then he just targets me behind the scenes. What you're seeing in the last few months is unusual for him because he's always behind the scenes. Every post that goes up, trying to get it shut down. Because basically what it is, when I'm not here, he's got more traffic. When I'm here, his traffic slows. So what he tries to do is remove the people that damages traffic. Do you know what I mean by traffic?
Yeah, but
people that tune in to watch, people that get on him, and then, do you understand? When I'm on live, he probably loses 100 or 2, and it fucking kills him. So he targets me, and he's done that for years. He's had me. It's not him; it's the people that follow him.
I don't think you've got a shared audience. So I think Sam has his people, and you have your people. I don't think there's like a shared audience. I think just TikTok people have their own opinion on probably Sam, and probably people have the same opinion, like a different opinion on you. And I don't think you share the viewership. I think people sort of. You
say that, but that's standard process in this dynamic. It's part of the. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. You are sharing the audience no matter what. I'm here with you, talking to you, and I'm sharing your audience. And a few of your people are just going to follow me because that's what TikTok is.
Yeah.
So when he's speaking about me, people are going, who's Darren Gee? Who's Darren Gee? And if I go on here talking about him now, some of his people who he's sat there listening. He's here watching. So him and his people are watching this now. So when his people come in and I've given an honest assessment, and I'm not coming across all poisonous and hateful and losing my temper explaining what's what. I'm not deflecting no lies. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are going to form their own opinions, not on the back of some horrible fucking drug dealing scumbag that's fake as fuck. They're going to make their own opinion and go, well, that cunt's being lying about him. Half of his people don't even know. You know, if I was to come out tomorrow, right, and say on this live, because you've gone quiet and you've had your platform shut. So this is what they've done. They managed to get my platform shut down, then went on a live so I couldn't defend myself. So imagine me, right, getting your platform shut down however I could because I've got all these mad people. Plus I'm targeting the criminal fraternity and he's getting funded to do this shit, you know, massive dough to get me fucking cancelled because what I'm shouting about unsolved murders. You need to understand the bigger angle to it. But if I'd done that to you, managed to get your site shut down and went on tomorrow and went, he's gone quiet, he's been charged with raping a 13-year-old. What had happened to you overnight? Doesn't matter how many people love you. It's just the fact that you're not on social media to back yourself. Because I had no one else backing me. Because I'm targeting his people. You know, the people that tried to shoot me dead. the Kinahans, the Fitzgibbons, the Youngies. You know, these are serious organised crime groups from the city of Liverpool, and I'm screaming about unsolved murders that they've done. And because they're not on social media, they're using rats who are still attached to them on social media to come at me and cancel me. And that's why you had the Herberts and the English and all these other but that's a different, it's all part of the same shit. You're not really, but that's what it is. So what had happened to you if what had happened, how would I be if I would have done that to him?
Yeah, I say I don't. I was just intrigued about like everything. Like I don't know. Like I didn't know your whole story, so obviously the whole. And my question was just like Sam doesn't really talk to me like that, and you're quite an open book, really. Sam, I think Sam just sort of likes to talk about the present. I've never asked him, to be fair, but he's like you seem like quite. And I think when I've scrolled in your lives, you're usually talking about your past or talking about. And like it intrigues and stuff like that because I don't know, it just feels like it's
I only talk about my past when people like yourself ask me. So before you come in, there was no past, there was no triggering, there was nothing like that. But now you came and asked about my past, you've triggered. But I'm handling it the way it should be. But when you ask me about him, again, you know, there's intention. You don't really come in my life. So you've come in with the intention of leading the conversation to him as the end conversation. And I appreciate that because you've done it wisely, but I'm on the ball.
No, the
bottom line is, Dan, he's not in the presence. He's got no conscience. For you to be in the presence in the moment, you've got to have a fucking conscious level. He's unbalanced to fuck. He doesn't know where he is. He's got no future. He's got, I've got 2 kids coming with me, bird, but you've got jail sentence waiting for your kid when you get home. So if you're any sort of big fucking man that's considering your fucking children that's going to be here in about 6 months or whatever it is, why aren't you getting back to the UK, getting your fucking jail done, getting out fresh and doing what you should be fucking doing? You're promoting that you're this big boss man that looks after women. You're about to leave a woman with twins on a fucking ass because you're sat in jail like a fucking criminal. He's not like me. He's not in the presence.
To be fair, I think if I was going to get a sentence, I think I'd fuck off. Why would I wouldn't? Why would I want to sit there?
It's all right, Dan. Right? Okay. So let's put it into perspective. Now, if you've done a murder, right, and you're on your toes, you're looking at 30. Okay. You've done an armed robbery. You're on your toes because you're looking at 15. Okay. You've discharged the firearm down there. You're looking 8 years, but you're majoring graft. You getting took out fucks the graft up. So you've got to go on your toes. Okay. He went on his toes for nothing. He had no offences. It was all a gimmick. When you see him getting on his toes because the police, he's done it twice before in the 8 years, the same route. He's even reused the content he was using in fucking 2 years ago. He's reused the same content on this. So when you see him bailing, you know, when you see him going away, I'm on my toes, and then you see him going to Africa to this well, he's been there twice.
Would you not, you know, when you were talking about you're in custody after that thing for conspiracy?
Yeah.
Would you, at that time, would you have chose to, if you had a route out of there, would you chose to have leave the country knowing that there was a 12-year sentence coming? Would you say, or would you say?
So was a route out?
No, I don't mean looking at it now. I mean looking at it, say 12 in that current 2024. You have that. Right, here's a route out. You're gone. You can leave or whatever. Would you choose? Would you choose to say take that path? Or
what you're saying is this: would you choose to be missing from your kid's life for 12 months or 6 months? Answer that question. If you had a choice of being missing from your kid's life for 12 months or 6 months, what option would you take?
Yeah, but at 24 you didn't have kids, did you?
Well, ignore me. This isn't me. You're talking about him. So
no, I'm asking.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm just asking.
don't try and compare him to me. They're fucking not the same. So listen, the point I'm making is this: if you're not on your toes for offences, and then you're on your toes in this fucking fantasy to encourage people to gift you, okay? And then while you're in there, you're losing the plot because you're fucked on drugs and you're isolated. You've committed offences. You've smashed people's houses up. You're threatening women. These have gone to police. So now he's got offences to come back to, which will probably get him 12 months in custody. So the point I'm making here is, why isn't he handing himself in 6 months before his kids are fucking born, so he's out sooner to look after his women and children, instead of going to stay on his toes until he gets nicked and then go to jail when his kid might be 1, his kid might be 2, and he's gone. He's gone for 18 months. He's gone for 2 years because he's prolonged his justice. So you as a man, what would you do in that situation?
As I say, I don't think I'd want to go to prison, and I'd think I'm. Yeah, but
the point is, Dan, the point I'm making is, you saying, I think I don't want to go to prison, doesn't mean that you're not going.
No.
I mean, all it means is you're delaying going. So if you're any fucking man with any fucking substance and morals, you know you've got kids on the way. You've got to take that jail on the chin so you can get out and raise your fucking kids with a clean sheet. Why isn't he doing that? And why wouldn't you do that? You're saying you wouldn't do that, which is making me think a lot less of you as a man.
No, but what I'm saying is, in the time, I think I'd be thinking to myself, I can just, I'm living here. I'm not going to get caught over here. I don't want to go back to England. I'm not interested in going back to England. My kids and my family can move out here. Like, he seems pretty set. He seems like he's got a...
Do you think that's set? You're saying he seems pretty set. Do you think that's secure? You see, everything he's got can be whipped off him overnight. And you're saying that. You're deluded a little bit here, mate. Without trying to offend you, I'm not even trying to, but I'm saying, I've explained to you perfectly there of what's wrong with that situation. Fuck the hate, fuck what he does against me. I'm thinking about the kids here now. He's proclaiming to be this man. He knows this. I'm telling you, if you were on your toes and you were expecting a measly 12 months custody, listen to me.
I don't know what he's done. Like, I don't know what.
You've seen what he's done. You've seen what he's done on TikTok. That's all he's going to jail for. He's not going to jail because he's committed offences in Liverpool. He got chased from Liverpool because he's a victim, not by police. This is the point I'm making to you. He said to everyone, I've got offences. Where's the receipts? Police want me for this. They're going to try and put... Show your receipts. You've been screaming it for 12 months. Where's the documentation? Right? So... the only offences he's wanted for in the UK now is what you've seen him doing on TikTok while he's there, a targeting here. So when he comes back from where he is, he's going to get arrested for the offences that you've watched on TikTok, to Corey, to DHB and others. That's all he's on his toes for now. So the point I'm making to you is this, right? If you're on your toes knowing, well, he's blagging everyone else, because... this is part of it as well, you know, Dan, because he's living this lie. He's set off on this little storyline, got everyone engaged in it, and the whole plot was a lie. So now when he does get arrested, you're going to see, that weren't there. He's lied to us all, and he'll lose everything that he's worked hard to get. Well, fraudulently. But the point I'm making is this. If you're on your toes... and you know, fuck everyone else, you know the most you're going to get is a 12-month sentence. And while you're blagging, you're on your toes, you've got some little bird up from down there, got her pregnant, you're screaming to everyone you speak to, you're serious about her. This is your woman, this is you for life, this is us family set up, this is my unit, blah, 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 blah. No intentions are fucking all. Do you understand? Because if he did... if he had them manly intentions, if he had that moral compass inside, the point I'm making is he'd be in the UK doing his jail now. He'd be in the UK doing his jail now if he had any fucking moral. Because what happens if he doesn't? I've just told you. When's his baby's due to this Holly? Decent girl going to be left on shit by this cunt. Watch. So she got like 3, 4, 5 months left. Now, why doesn't he hang himself in, get his sentence done, get out 2 months after his baby's born, instead of having a year with his baby that's not really going to fucking impact on it, really. Let's have it fucking right. Why does he want to disappear 2 years later? Why does he want to just create that big year gap, 2 year gap, a year later? Why isn't he going in and dealing with it? It tells me his mind's not in the right fucking place. And while he's on a good scheme, he doesn't want to jeopardise the scheme. And what's the scheme? Money-making schemes. It's what he's all about. He's about making the fucking dough. And all the people on his audience that's sending him money, the ones that are non-criminal, ignore the people he comes in to encourage it. Yes, I'm your boss. Ignore the fake scout accounts that come in, making you think he's loved in Liverpool. It's all set up. He's a fucking schemer. He's been at it. 10 years before I got out of jail, he was on social media. And the whole reason he got on me was because I started getting popular on social media. Nothing else. That's it, fuck him. I can't give you any more of an assessment or honest opinion on him at all. But the way you've came in, Dan, and the way you went down that little path and led me, I was watching you, I was seeing it, and I was letting you lead me. I'm happy you brought me there. Why? Because there's like close to 2,000 people now heard the truth about that fucking rat. 2 years ago, he's battering 17-year-old kids in North Wales because they're asking for the money back because he sold them shit weed. That's the character you're dealing with. Them same kids who he sold shit weed to in Wales, he's now running away from Liverpool because of them. That's what he is. Shithouse fucking fraud. He can't do jail. He's running for his fucking life because he can't do 6 months. He's no gangster. He's no big hard guy. The whole reason he's on his toes is because he can't handle 6 months in jail. Honest to God, mate.
I don't know. Fucking, like, I don't want to comment on that. Oh, okay, he's gone. I don't want to comment on either. Like, let's be honest. I don't want to be involved in either side. I don't want an opinion on it. I just wanted to know about Darren's past. That's it. That's literally it. And obviously Sam and him have a bit of beef, and I follow Sam on Instagram, so I sort of hear what Sam has to say. But obviously I never really heard Darren's side because he doesn't talk. Like, I don't go live with Darren like that. So yeah, of course I'm on the fence. Like, there's two sides to every story, isn't there? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? I'm not involved and would never want to be involved in that part of life. And that I chose against that when I was fucking 13, 14. I was in kids' homes and stuff, and I was going to jail and not jail, like in and out of cells all the time, hanging around with fucking the wrong people, like doing stuff like that. And I chose out of that. I opted out of that. It's not scared, mate. It's just choosing wisely. I've got a daughter in my house. Why would I want to, between two may or may not be gangsters, or may or not be who have had a past or whatever, or Sam, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter who it is, whether you say, oh, Sam's not this or Sam's not that, it doesn't matter. The people will do stuff for Sam, and I don't want to be getting involved when I've got a daughter in my house, mate. It's not fucking scared, it's using your fucking head, innit? I've never had a thing with Sam, never had a problem with Sam, never had a problem with Darren. Darren gets a bit heated, that's it. It's just being smart, mate, and not being a fucking idiot. No judgment, I don't need to take part in it, but it's interesting. You know, when you go to pay, why ask him? Because it's interesting. That's like messaging Piers Morgan when he's saying interview with a killer, and saying, why are you asking him questions? What they're going to do? Kill Piers Morgan because he's asking questions. I asked him consenting questions because I find stuff like that interesting, and he's someone who I've talked to a couple of times, and it's interesting to hear. And the same thing with Sam, but I don't think Sam's like that. He doesn't really talk like that, do you know what I mean? I think Sam's quite a bit of a close, like, I don't know, a bit of a more closed book, do you know what I mean? I think if it was Dave's probably spoke to him about stuff like that. Dave's probably spoke to him about stuff like that because he's a bit of a closer mate, and they've probably sat and chilled and had a drink and talked about stuff like that. But he's you know, but Darren seems to openly talk about stuff, so it's interesting to hear, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's he's right all the same. I find Darren interesting. I think it's just the way he talks, but as I say, there's two sides to every story. There's Sam's side, there's his side, and there's probably the truth. So there's no, I'm not getting Sam in. Why do I need to get Sam in? I'm not gonna. That's like me trying to sort of. What all I was asking is a question from Darren, because I was on live with him anyway, and as I say, I find it interesting. I'm not going to go over to then Sam and start trying to piss Darren off or piss Sam off, because I don't. It's just like asking interesting questions of a lifestyle I've never wanted to take part in after I hit a certain age, when I used to be a little skid mark. When I was like 13, 14, 15, I used to be fucking doing stupid stuff, and I got past that. So it's interesting to hear a life of somebody who's been through all that and handling fucking stuff that you could only ever see on TV. Do you know what I mean? The stuff that you know, it is interesting. It's like watching any sort of what, you know, when you watch interviews on telly, or you watch, I don't know, murder things on telly. It's stuff that you don't see in real life. That's why they're so interesting. It's like getting involved when it's got nothing to do with you. No, it's not like that at all, because I'm not getting involved. I'm not involved in it. I'm asking questions. Like, what do fucking interviewers get killed now for asking questions? Is that how it goes? Like, I'm not saying I'm an interviewer, but is that how it works now? It's curiosity of something that I don't take part in, and you know, it's curiosity. That's all it is. He asked me to ask questions. Yeah, of course he did. Just look him up. Well, yeah, but you say look him up, but if I can, why you say look him up? Have you ever seen me reading the whole 3 times I've been on TikTok? Like, it's one thing reading it, and it's another thing hearing something from someone. Do you know what I mean? I've got no problem with either of them. Never ever had a problem with either of them. Me and Darren had a bit of a fucking back and forth ages ago, but not like. It's just TikTok, and I'm a wind up, and Darren was easy to wind up, and that's it. But as I say, I find it both interesting. I find the story interesting. That's all it is. So. Alright, mate.
Alright.
What's happening, man?
Nah, but that guy got boring, mate.
What guy got boring, mate?
Who do you think? The guy that you were live with.
I find stuff like that interesting.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, listen, you just made me lose 800 views. I'll catch you later. He come straight live and was like, yeah, I'm going to get some of these views. I'm only joking, by the way. I'm not really too asked about views. I was only asking questions. I'm not that entertaining to watch. So get yourselves off to somewhere where I was. I love stories, yeah, of course, mate. There's nothing better than a good old story. Nothing better than a good old story. And I say, just because Darren's saying one thing doesn't mean it's true, and the same on the other side. You know, fucking hell. He ended. Yeah, he's gone off. Who was Darren? Oh, which Darren? Darren thingy? Oh, Darren's gone offline. He got emotional. Oh, that's right. He seen straight through me. Well, he didn't though, did he? As I say, he says he sees everything coming. I don't do anything for a reason. He asked me to ask a question, and that's all it was, mate. I asked the question. I never knew anything really, apart from what I've seen in terms of clips, and like I always say, don't just watch clips of people. Don't just watch clips of people, watch them for a bit before you actually know what they're like, because you can make your own judgment. You don't need to watch somebody else's clip with a narrative to push to either say Sam's this or to either say Darren's that. Watch and talk and, you know what I mean? Do stuff yourself. To hear it from from what you know, the horse's mouth or whatever. Make your own opinion. You're not a fucking sheep, are you? Are you a sheep in the chat? Put yes if you are. Because you can make your own minds up. You can watch somebody and make your own mind up on them. Not everyone's going to have the same opinion, are they? Not everyone's going to have the fucking same opinion. We've all got our own thought process. So, I thought it was interesting. Yeah, same. I did. I was your stew. It was fucking well nice. Are you acoustic? I am acoustic, man. When am I getting my internet done tomorrow? Don't have a hard life. As I say, I think when you choose that life, it's always hard, isn't it? You're always watching over your shoulder, or you're always getting, like, it's a different life, put it that way. But I suppose it's how you've made it, the choices you've made have got you in them situations. So it's a hard life through choices you made yourself. I think I chose to keep my windows. Of course I did. Like, as I say, listen, I'm not fucking stupid. Why would I want to... this is what I don't understand, yeah. Why does anyone, after what... And it doesn't matter what anyone says, yeah. Why would I want to piss Sam off or piss Darren off, right? Either way, what is the point? Like, I'm not going to argue with Sam when I know my windows are going. And that's just a fact. It doesn't matter who does it or whether he gets who to do it or who or how. They're still going in, and it's still a major inconvenience for yourself and a massive scare to your daughter. So why would I pick that path? There's other people on here who, of course not, because you're scared. Hod, listen, mate, you're saying that with a fake profile. You don't even have a profile picture because you're scared to show your face. I'm on here on a social media platform with 3,100 people watching me. Do you know what I mean? Make it make sense, mate. Make it make sense. Yes, I'm not man enough to admit that I don't want my windows going through or anything of my property damaging or my daughter being put in a situation where she's scared. Why would I want to do that? If you think you're big and you're hard, put yourself a fucking profile picture on and you go give the shit then, yeah? You go badmouth someone. You go fucking give the shit. And let's see how fucking big you are, because I'm telling you now, that's why you sat there behind your fake profile picture, fucking crying now saying that I'm scared. Because you're the one who's scared to even put your face on the screen. You know what I mean? That just let's meet and video it. I tell you what, how about you just put your camera on in your box now? There you go, you don't need to meet and video it. There's 3,200 people, hod, and you can fucking jump in my box and put your camera on. That just shows, isn't it? That's the type of person you are. So, it's just telling the truth, mate. I can already tell. I can already tell the type of person you are by the account you've got and the comments you're making. That just shows. Done so scared, as I say, mate. I've just told you. Doesn't bother me what you say. I've got a 2-year-old daughter, and if you say it's been scared, then so be it, mate. I don't need a fucking thank you, Elder France. I don't need to prove to you nothing, mate. You're a nobody who means absolutely nothing to me. I don't need your opinion. Your opinion means nothing. When I come off, I'll go to sleep and watch Jeremy Clarkson's Farm with my windows intact because I've not badmouthed anyone. And that's it. Oh, painter. Sorry. So yeah, doesn't fucking mean nothing to me, your opinion, mate. You're still sat on your single bed, spaffing over your walls while listening to your ma get rogered in the next room. That's the difference. I'm not. I'm a fart smeller, not a smart fella. Other way round. I'm a smart fella, not a fart smeller. Rattled. Listen, if this is what you called rattled, mate, then fucking hell, I must be I must be. You're right. Look at me. I'm absolutely raging. I'm raging. Sub only? Nah. Are you keeping the tash? I think so, yeah. Probably a little ginger beard in that. Little ginger beard. Yeah, I'll tell you what, look at this. Hey, you're right there. Get on this. Get on this. Hey, look at that. Now hard because you're broke. You can't talk. Isn't that mad that? I just put it on sub chat and poof, Hod's gone. He's got no mouth anymore. He's got no mouth, man. It's gone just like that. The mouth has gone. Hod can't talk because you ain't got a fiver. Bye, mate. I've got £2, never mind a bluey. Love a sub chat. Oh, it's tasty, isn't it, man? It's tasty. But yeah, as I say, Hod, if you want to pay me a fiver, mate, you're allowed to talk.
Choose a life, not a knife, everyone. Protect the children, protect the future. Fuck all these weird rats coming into my space, fucking with me. I was expecting a nice little polite conversation there, but you could see the intention, where he led it to, bringing that scumbag into my space. You know, you ask anyone who's been stalked, and I mean consistently by someone for years, you ask them type of people what the fuck it's like. Trust me, mate, that rat has been purposely destroying my process since I've got out of custody. No one else, him. The shit he's caused me with Liverpool is mad. I'm going to stop going on because it is what it is, but an idea, because he could see me getting popular in Liverpool, because he could see loads of relevant people, iconic individuals in Liverpool, liking my content, bigging me up in the conversations. He's getting more jealous. So when I'm doing my Instagram lives, I've got all these relevant people you hear now, all these like sport people and these comedians, they're all watching me years ago. He's hating that shit. So what he starts doing is setting fake profiles up that he can't go live on no more. So say he's had a profile from a year ago that he's been blocked from going live, but it's got 45,000 followers on it. He'll let it go dead, set all his other profile, and then bring it back to life under Paddy Pimblett, just for example, or a gangster in the city, or another fucking footballer in the city. And he'll come into me live like he's that footballer, or he's that fighter, or he's that gangster. Most of the time it was gangsters provoking me, screaming about these gangsters. He's coming in like he's them. So when he's coming in like he's them and I'm screaming, the fuck are you talking to? He's screen recording it, putting it out on his other pages and sending it to the people, absolutely isolating me from the people that I should have been connected to. And that was it. That's one of his tactics that he's done to me 8 years ago, and he continues to do today on TikTok with other platforms that he's got. You know, he's got a platform out there with 22,000 people on it, but he's saying it's me. And you've seen it, some of you might have got this platform that popped on you when he was coming at me, saying, "Hi, I'm Darren, do you want to go on a date?" It's not fucking me, it's him messaging people like I'm a risk to women. Like, because I scream, protect women, protect the children, he attacks that. When I'm screaming this, promoting it, he'll attack it. Do you get it? And that's what he is. He's that possessed. He's that obsessive. He doesn't go to sleep and tonight without thinking about me. I do. I go to bed sleeping about me kids and me bed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up thinking about me kids and me bed. Tomorrow morning, after he's had his sleep, after his 2 hour live and his hour trolling, trying to get a video shut down because there's been loads of screen recordings done off this. And you'll have all these clip pages banging us out there. And because I'm coming across more authentic, because I'm coming across more articulate, because I'm coming across more stable, more honest, more fucking truthful, with a powerful message screaming, choose a life, not a knife. Him and his army of fuck-ups called TPR will be targeting every fucking page to get the videos took down. Why? So he can push his narrative again. And the narrative that you've all seen tonight gets silenced. So we can recover and keep the scheme going. Keep all his supporters. Keep all his gifters. The end game for him is money making. The end game for me is steering kids away from this horrendous fucking life I'm still stuck in.